6. The Raiders 6 outs away from the state championship. They lead it 5-1, and they've done it, Steve, so far tonight in very impressive fashion.
Yes, indeed. We talked about the Raiders having been out hit in this series 16-8. Well, they've turned things around tonight. So far for the Raiders, 5 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. For Lancaster, 1 run. They've only managed 3 hits against Raider ace Mark Lambert, and they have also committed 1 very big error that allowed 2 runs to score.
14 strikeouts on the night for Pep Harris, even if he trails by 4. The man in now against the Raiders 12 innings has 33 strikeouts. That's unbelievable. The wind, the delivery, called strike on the inside corner to Aaron Curitan. And Mark Lambert can really bear down now with this 4-run lead. Steve, 1 mistake's not going to hurt him.
Well, that's true. He's pitching very comfortably now. He's got a 4-run lead. He knows the other night a lot of those runs given up were not his fault. The Raiders have played solid defense behind him tonight, and he feels good about it.
Ground ball down to second base. Johnny Ray up with it. Plenty of time. Throw to first. Got him. 1 away. And the chances starting to dwindle quickly for the Bruins of Lancaster. That'll bring up John Barnes, the shortstop.
Barnes 0 for 2 tonight. Brian Mann has been his nemesis. He's grounded out to Julio twice so far tonight.
Barnes steps in there. Lambert ready to go. Here's the wind of the delivery. Foul back to the screen. 0-1 the count. And that right there is the secret, Steve. He's been ahead of the hitters all night long.
Well, that's the key for Mark Lambert, along with control. When he does have his control on, he does get ahead of the batters. And it's very tough to get Mark when he knows he's got you. He'll either come with the curveball when he's way ahead in the count, or he can blow the fastball by a good location. He's just a solid pitcher, going to be a good college pitcher or pro pitcher, whichever he decides on.
Barnes fouls it back to the screen. 0-2 the count. You can see the nervous excitement kind of sweeping through the crowd now. They know they're getting close, but again, this team scored quickly and often the other night to completely cut away a 6-run Raider lead. So you can never feel comfortable against these guys. And that's why Barnes with a single out into right field. Just out of the reach of Johnny Ray, moving to his left. And we have 1 on and 1 out. And that'll bring up Mark Anthony. Again, Anthony considered by some the best player in the state. He had a lot of credentials coming into this year, and he's lived up to most of them, but he's got a big mistake on his shoulders tonight.
And Anthony was at the bat when we had that one play that you felt really could have made the difference in this ball game. He bounced that little ground ball behind the pitcher's mound, and Brian Mann just made a great barehanded pickup and fired over to first base. That ended the 3rd inning. At that point, if the run had scored, it would have been a 2-2 ball game, and there's no telling what would have happened after that, Doug.
The center fielder, number 25, Mark
Anthony steps in there. Runner over at first. And 1 away. Anthony ready to go. So's Lambert. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. And the count is 0-1. We got a courtesy runner down at first, and it's not the usual guy. I think it's 26, I believe, Steve. The wind, the delivery. Misses a ball and a strike.
That's Mark Hanna down there running to Barnes.
Okay. One and 1 the count. The wind, the delivery, that's a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. He didn't have to signal that one for me. One ball, 2 strikes. The count to Mark Anthony. Runner at first, 1 down here. Top of the 6th. Raiders with a 5-1 lead in the state championship game. Swing and a miss. He got it. Strikeout number 6 on the evening for Lambert. And with 2 down, that'll bring up Pep Harris. Pep has really been the man in this series for Lancaster. And if he's going to get him closer, he's going to have to do it himself here. Harris fouls it back. 0-1 the count. Award ceremony right after the game, no matter who wins.
Did Prescott struck? Did Prescott struck?
0-1 the count. Lambert. Ready to go. Inside, 1-1. He barely got out of the way of that one.
Doug, somebody's already lit up a victory cigar up here, and this is not going to be a cheap victory, but it sure smells like a cheap cigar.
He doesn't have a radio on his head. No. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Two outs. 1 runner aboard. Lambert. Ready to go. The wind, the pitch. Pop foul out of play. One and 2 with 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Raiders with a 5-1 lead over Lancaster in the state championship game. And the Raiders very close to wearing the crown. 1-2 count. Lambert ready to go. Here's the pitch. Hit hard and deep out into left. Mike Douglas back on his horse. Makes the grab. Backpedaling, he makes the grab, and the Raiders are 3 outs away from the trophy. Through 5.5, we're in the middle of the 6th. It is Lawrence 5 and Lancaster 1, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.